So in addition to investment risk and credit risk, how do ESG actions and perception impact other consumer behavior, like willingness to buy?
We found the direct link, right? Which is exciting. It's always great to hear that voting with your wallet can really make a difference in the world. And we're seeing that companies who are doing the right thing around ESG and telling their story well, doing the work, I can find that reward at the point of purchase, and also the willingness to work for the employer of choice. Aspect of all of this is critical as we look at what not only the younger generations, but all employees really are looking for. They want a good livelihood. They want to make a difference in the world as well. It's a growing trend this year, and certainly something that our data shows.
Brad, is there anything you'd add to that? Thank you, Anne.
Yeah, again, I think the misbelief that exists as well is the idea that it is only young people, for example, that care about ESG related topics, whether it be the E, the S, or the G, or all three of them. And we found that although millennials, of course, were the tip of the spear on this, what we found, in fact, is that all generations, all the way up to boomers, all male, female, multicultural, non-multicultural, ESG is rising as a relative importance for their behavior every year in terms of influencing who they support and who they don't. So don't be fooled into thinking that it's just only about the young generation, right? Because it's not. In fact, even on the B2B side, for you, those of you in the B2B world, what we find is the more senior the potential B2B partner is, so C-level, they tend to care a lot more about ESG for the same reasons that we've talked about, which is it minimizes risk on their behalf in terms of associating with a particular company. So ESG is not something that I think historically may have been positioned as just something that the younger people care about. Everybody cares about it and has a disproportionately large impact on behavior.
Right. Right.
It's a good point, and that's why some good data around what your stakeholders care about matters in the context of time, industry, geography. But it is true that millennials are 3 times more likely to purchase when there are good ESG activities going on, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
And it's not mutually exclusive. Again, what you find is that they care a lot about it, and so does everyone else.
Right.
So in this particular case, you can't go wrong. The point is, you won't alienate one group by focusing on ESG. You'll bring everybody along, like we've talked about. And those companies that can link ESG to impact. And for example, in the tech company, IBM has been great at this historically, talking about how their products and services are having a social impact in addition to the work that the company is doing.
Right.
Those are the ones who derive the most benefit in linking their business to ESG related benefits and impacts.
Right.
And that has a huge impact on behavior.